What up, y'all? It's your boy MC12,
It's your girl Keylo-lo in the house.
and we about to give y'all the review of episode 4 of Power
Oh, baby, season 4, episode 4.
called
Four.
We're in This Together.
Oh, they said it 4 times.
They said it a whole lot. A lot of characters said that phrase a whole lot. So, we about to just get right into it. I was completely wrong, as you've been watching from the other videos. My nigga Ghost is still in jail, and at the end of the episode, he's still in jail. And I said 3 or 4,
Yeah, me
maybe
too.
4.
Me too.
But I did not expect him, and he ain't even getting close to fucking being out by this episode. So, did you see the meme of Carmelo on the phone?
Yeah, he said
That was so.
I got some information on
Tommy Egan. Cause I mean, shit. The sex scene was like really intense between.
It was nipples out.
I mean,
the nipples at her
you
ass.
could see them white hands on them caramel nipples, and her booty was bouncing on his lower torso.
Well, she wasn't really bouncing. She could have gave a little more.
I saw it bounce. I mean, but I was like, God damn.
She could use a little coaching.
Yeah, but she put it out there on this scene. I was like, damn, Mello. Basically, she was like, because you know what though? I still think Keisha and Tommy, Keisha's a little envious of,
Tasha?
yeah.
Well, I always believe that. I feel like sometimes, especially when somebody is friends with somebody and it's like a situation where you can't necessarily pull them out of where they are.
Mm-hmm.
Like Tasha not rich enough to be like, girl, I'ma just buy you a house so you don't have to stay in the hood no more or something like that. Like,
Yeah.
So kind of like they on 2 different levels, and I think Keisha's just a little bit envious of that lifestyle, and
Yeah, because Tommy is
and I think too she is still in a way wanting some type of revenge because she slept with Sean, and
Yeah, and then the way she mentioned it in the early episode, like, she took that away from me.
Yeah.
So it was like, bitch, where's your baby daddy at? Because she basically found out that Tommy, staying at Tasha's house helping out with the kids or whatever. And she was like, but I got a son too. And then they just started fucking. and then Tommy was so play. He was like, why you tripping? He said it just like that when she said, I got a son too. Why you tripping? Something else that was a big shocker is Proctor is off the case.
Yeah.
Yeah, they went dirty, but you can kind of tell in hindsight that was going to happen because, like you said, him and Tommy was just meeting up and talking in public too damn much. And it was like,
that always worried me. Every single episode of the season, I'd be like, why out
and
of all places?
It was straight up. Tommy was giving him drugs.
Yeah, just in the street. I was like, this is not good.
But do you think they halfway trying to, like you said, who character they trying to develop? But I just don't understand, why are we bringing Proctor's girlfriend showing the daughter the first episode? Then he referred to her as my wife and then my ex. When he was getting drugs.
They have to sow little seeds that they can kind of dig back up later on, I guess, as they continue right.
Yeah. So the way Ghost found out, that was just so heart chilling.
It's crazy the fact that, he's not on the case anymore, yet Angela continues to be involved with everything, even though she slept with both the victim of, this murder trial. And then the accused murderer as well, so just weird. But either way,
but before Proctor got, let me stay on Proctor. Proctor got old boy, I can't think of his name, the black bald-headed dude that's an FBI special agent. He made it seem like he was the mole and not Greg, and that he killed Greg to cover up from him being the mole. And you know, Proctor was in the right direction, but I don't think Proctor gave a fuck about who it was with. He just wanted to make sure it wasn't pinned on James, because he said, okay, you signed off on the affidavit for the arrest. You found the gun. I think you're the mole.
And you murdered Greg because he was gonna reveal that you was the mole the whole time.
And then he got into him.
Working with Lobos.
And the black dude played in the Proctor hands perfectly, because he said, it's motherfuckers like you that need their goddamn mouth shut. Mm-hmm. And it's you know, people like you.
And Sandoval was sitting there like, how come kick me?
Yeah. Then Silva's like, you see, angry black man.
Because
he had a point, but it's just so coming from him. The gun thrown out. That's why they went and did dirty and got Proctor off the case. So it
like it never mattered before, but now it matters because I'm beating them. I just love him.
Yeah.
Angela was so involved in the case. They said, you know, well, we need you basically to go our other route, which is to try to get Tasha to turn on James St. Patrick. So she met up with Tasha and was like, you know, we offered him a deal and he didn't take it to save you and the kids from, you know, basically from Tasha being able to go to jail, and then, you know, of course the kids not having either parent out to take care of them. And so that kind of got into Tasha's head, which I wish she would have thought more into it, like, don't trust her, she only care about herself.
Right.
You know,
she ain't never came to you one woman to woman and say, I'm sleeping with your husband.
Come on now.
Right. You remember in the first episode when she had did a little check on James St. Patrick, and she couldn't find anything criminally? Mm-hmm. You couldn't find that he was married?
That happened, and then Tasha was basically like, look, nigga, don't be making no big decisions without talking to me, because we in this together.
Your theory of the dude, the Caucasian in jail that's the big dog, of being Tommy's father, to me really seems like the egg is cracking and the yolk is about to touch the skillets. What? So it wasn't like, this is the person we confirming that did the drop. It was like, nigga, this is my son I abandoned. That's who it like. It's him.
Everybody was in the Facebook group. It's like Tony.
Oh, the guy named Tony.
Oh. I like the way Ghost bossed up on him. Who was like, look, we dropped that $20,000 off and we ain't sending you no more money.
He was standing there all mad, and the ghost said, nod your head if you understand me.
He was like, Proctor, before getting pulled off the case, he actually met with Greg Knox's dude. That's
that was another big thing. Yeah, the guy
spoiler, but it's too late. If you ain't seen the novel, you about to get spoiled.
Or been on the internet at all.
Spoiled. But yeah, he killed him.
Yeah, and Proctor
Tommy stabbed him right in the chest.
I mean, Tommy waited till he heard everything.
Well, no, he didn't.
Yes, he did.
Because he said, who else heard this? Nobody else even heard that.
So he was like, not only Lobos, he gonna go down for release, and that's when Tommy creeped up that motherfucking shadow, like, oh shit, my voice on this bitch, chugga. And then but one part I gotta give credit to everybody, the direction, the creative, because I just thought that was so beautiful to see basically the guy turned around with the knife in him, and Tommy and the dude was like kind of looking at each other, and Tommy still, like, his face didn't look like he was sad, no remorse, like he was still just as angry knowing this man's life was leaving on his body. Like,
Tommy's like a little leprechaun in the hood. He just
and then he rolled up on Proctor and just put the blood on the knife, and then the title.
And you know who else gonna get killed next?
Who?
Tariq, if he gonna stop messing with Kanan.
Oh shit. And the Fed seized everything.
Froze the account.
So the
check bounced for the kids' tuition. That was embarrassment at the school. Closed down Tasha's shop. Closed down Truth. It was people in line waiting to get in the club.
Keisha's shop.
Yeah, Keisha. I always get their names mixed up.
Oh, okay.
Just use context clues.
Shit, she was literally locking up. And they was like, ma'am, step away. I mean, she like, I mean, that was super fucked up.
But yeah,
but at the end of the episode, Angela got the footage from Daryl, and you know, she basically saw that it was no way in hell Ghost put a gun in that location in his office, because he wasn't there he ain't never go to that location the whole time. It almost like a little kitchen part of the office, huh? Yeah, so when she saw that, you know, it was like her heart dropped, because Proctor had just went to her apartment and basically just, you know, like, bitch, you ain't shit.
He's practically
fucked.
He's practically gonna lose his livelihood now. But
And that's the thing. That's why that bitch is so fucking evil, because this is the only time she's ever even had a glimpse of a possibility he didn't do it.
Right.
She's been hell bent that it was no way.
With no evidence.
No evidence.
I would never forgive Angela for this. I can't believe she did this. Ever.
Right. Ooh. And the crazy thing about it is, I still don't think Ghost hate her ass.
No, he don't. He love her. Even with her seeing this footage, I don't think she's gonna give up on trying to get him convicted of something.
In the preview, all I could see him saying is, "You can't possibly think I did this," and she was still had that look like, "All right, now you know we've been having this thing, keep it on going. We on episode 4. Fuck it, is Ghost getting out this season?"
It's Ghost getting out of jail season 4. We need to know.
Yeah. So how many more episodes? I can't see it. And shit, when they gonna get the goddamn jury together? Because remember last episode when Proctor said let's get it dismissed. And but you know what? Shout out to Silver for saying let's declare mistrial, just get this shit over with. Kanan. Let's talk about Kanan and put this episode because it was a little more.
And they just using Tariq friends to rob them again, and then they hook Tariq up with some girl that comes to the party and allude the fact that they having sex. But
me and somebody else was having this debate. Does Kanan have love for Tariq?
Oh no, no.
Because some say that they relationship is a hood version of Ghost and Sean.
He hates Ghost so much that he wants to find a way the way he feel like he making his son what he didn't want him to be, just like Ghost made his son what he didn't want him to be. He didn't want Sean to be soft. He wanted Sean to be street like him. That's why he was telling him to tell Ghost to give him more street stuff to do instead of just being a chauffeur. Well, now he's going to take Ghost's son, and instead of sending him, the right direction, how Ghost was trying to go with it, putting him in private schools, sports, and all that kind of stuff, he's like, I'm going to turn him the opposite of what I know he want his son to be.
This is one thing I don't like about the show. They just seem like just like literally right now, nothing with Sean is coming into play at all. Like you remember Sean mama, 50 Cent was staying with Sean mom for a little while, like she's not doing nothing in the story, worried about her son's murder, and so I just think the way they weirdly just abruptly shut the door on that was just weird. I think if Dre get killed, then that would be, you know what I'm saying? So I think Sean deserved like a little more.
Oh, and Dre, I just hate him more and more as time go by.
Cause he did some more shit that was, him and Julio. I don't like how.
And since Truth is close, he didn't have a way to pay Kanan, so him and Kanan gonna have to get into it. He needs to kill Kanan.
Yeah, why? And then Kanan brought up that nigga daughter again at the house party.
His character is so confusing for me, cause it's like he want to tell Tariq like, don't do this, go home, but then you kind of like stealing from their family to give to Kanan.
Yeah.
And then you kind of messing up the relationships amongst the organization because you crossing Julio behind his back.
Yeah.
It's just too much.
Like Dre, literally.
4 faces. Instead of telling Julio like, yeah, I think you was in there longer than me snitching to his face, he gonna tell Tommy that Julio was in there longer, and then lie to Julio and say he didn't say that.
Yeah, he was like, how would I know if you was in there longer?
So he two-faced with Julio.
And honestly, he could have lied about that, because who know? How would he know if Julio was in there? I think that was just a lie, just to
Oh yeah.
stir up some mess, and for what?
Yeah. And then he acting like he just trying to handle the club so much for Ghost, when really he wanted to be on the street side of it again, remember?
Oh, you know what? I need you to help me with something, remember. What happened with the disrespect with the Mexican guy with the blue jacket that Julio didn't really kind of know what was going on? He was like, I'll talk to Tommy.
Because Tommy ran over old boy Legs.
Okay.
And so he feel like Tommy out of control.
Okay.
And he feel like he can't respect Julio's new position. Because you know Julio high up now, he distro. So he feel like I can't respect you in your new role because Tommy don't respect you to handle your responsibility. He always coming back handling stuff for you.
So Julio was supposed to do something to the nigga that Tommy ran over?
Yeah, Julio's supposed to handle anything that go down. And everybody actually supposed to come and drop off their money. And you see how Dre didn't do that?
Yeah.
And he was supposed to check him about it and he ended up just being extra nice. And it was like, oh, alright.
He was like, oh, I missed that doing club stuff. We good now.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So basically.
So Julio not like putting the hammer down. And so Tommy cut behind him and then nobody's gonna respect Julio in his new position. And you know Dre want it anyway.
Oh, okay.
Dre wanna be higher on the street side than he do on the club side, really. Remember he kept asking Ghost for that? And Ghost like, look, I'm trying to show you. That's what's wrong, Ghost. You really trying to do too much good for these people that don't deserve it. Should have been holding to your own son. I would have never trusted Dre.
Get in the comments. Let us know what you think about episode 404.
Thumbs up for more reviews.
Yeah, thumbs up, like, share. If we missed
subscribe.
If we missed anything, get in the comments and let us know what we missed, or throw your opinion on there and everything. So, how many episodes is this season gonna be? Is it still 10?
I don't know.
It'll be nice to stretch it to 12 though.
Like,
Because the first season was 8, so give us a little more for the first season that wasn't 10.
I agree.
And Kane should get killed this season.
Yes. Good night, y'all.
People say one of them kids gonna be a sacrifice.
I have to let Raina go.
Why Rain over Tariq?
So she won't have to suffer through it. She can't take it.
You know Boosie said on the Jeezy song that had me thinking about Ghost for some reason. It was on this Bees Like song and Boosie was talking about being in jail. I mean, Boosie said some real personal shit. Boosie said, daughter had a first period, wasn't there for.
I'll be like, Dad. You ain't gotta tell everybody.
I'm like, God damn, now see, that's the real bad side of the jail shit. So I thought that was dope that, I would have never thought but I guess that's some real thoughts that was going through his head. Daughter had the first period, wasn't there for.
Alright, y'all.
Alright, I guess that's blooper shit, but yeah, peace. Subscribe, like, share.